Hi, Floss Tube.
Hi, Floss Tube.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jane.
And we're the BosStitchers. Thanks for joining us. Today is July 5th. Hope everyone had a happy 4th. And this is episode 70.
It is. What'd you do for the 4th?
We went to my cousin's in New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. And would have been a cookout, but it pretty much rained.
Cook-in?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much so. But actually, she has a nice finished room in the basement. And it was so much cooler down there. That was very good. Mm-hmm. So she had purchased some lawn games for the occasion. And those, I guess, remain new. For another time.
Such a crappy weekend.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah. But we went to, so the Boston Pops has a fireworks spectacular every 4th of July. And actually the day before, the evening before, they do a rehearsal at the Esplanade and the Hat Shell.
And they're probably pretty good at rehearsal.
Well, it was kind of funny because, you can see like the stops and the starts.
Oh, really?
And there were a couple of times they had to like start the song over again.
Till it's polished.
Yeah.
But it was was it the whole program like that Army band?
Yeah.
Nice.
They did the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it used to be, I'm going to sound really old, but it used to be so much better because then the night before for rehearsal, they used to let you sit on the grass of the Esplanade. Now they have it all fenced off. You can't sit there anymore. So you have to, you can sit, but it's outside the fence. And so, you're obviously further away.
Yeah.
I guess you can buy tickets and get into like the fencing.
The other side of the fence?
Yeah. Howie said that his mother used to get tickets. Somehow.
Okay.
Anyway.
Have to have an in, I guess.
Yeah. All of her Boston connections.
Right. She deserved it.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good to see, and
I know I'm going to remember that for next year. As I said to you, we used to go to that, and
it used to be the best kept secret in town.
Right.
Yeah. And then, so we went the night before because we had decided that we were going to go for the fireworks on the 4th, and if you guys saw my Instagram post, I did put up a couple of pictures of the boats, on the river and stuff. But we decided that we would go in for the concert too. And they close off the other side of the river, which is Memorial Drive on the MIT side. And so we were going to sit there and listen. And another thing that they don't do anymore, they used to have speakers on the other side of the river. They used to have these big screens so you could see what was going on stage. Mm-hmm. They don't do that anymore. I think really since David Mugar passed away, because he used to fund like the whole thing, and so
Bloomberg does it now.
Who?
Bloomberg.
Oh, right. Yeah. So,
I guess he didn't have enough money for this.
Well, and for really, so for some really short money, you could make the experience so much better for people. So, if you are an out of towner. And you happen to go, and you were on the Esplanade, Boston side of the river. On behalf of Boston, I would just like to apologize because it was really poorly done. And the way that it was, so once we knew we couldn't hear the concert, we decided that we would go across the river. So we walked across. We still couldn't hear it very well. Yeah. And then we were waiting in line we were going to wait in line to get on the Esplanade. And then it was like, well, what are we doing this for? Because there were just so many people. Yeah. So then we started walking away. And then probably 5 or 6 blocks away, they had a huge speaker that you could really hear everything.
Really? On the Cambridge side?
No, on the Boston side.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so then we're like, okay, well, by this time it's later.
Yeah.
And we wanted to be on the Cambridge side so that we could get my car, because I parked at MIT, and then go home. So we started walking, and we were going to cross the river. There's only a few places that you can actually cross the river. So we walked down, there's the Mass Ave Bridge. Just as we got there, it had closed. So they clear the bridge before the fireworks. And this was like at 9:00.
Oh.
So we had like an hour and a half before the fireworks, and they closed the bridge. So then they go, well, you can go down to the BU Bridge, which is like a mile away.
Yeah, that's not like next door.
So, and then they said that the other bridge, the one that we came across, a Longfellow, that was closed. So there was no way to get back across the river unless we walked down to BU.
Oh, jeez.
Which we did. So we walked all the way down.
Wow.
Now this is going like west, and then we crossed, and we had to come all the way back. It was probably like 6 miles,
right?
Round trip. And so then finally we got to a place. We put our feet up for just a little while, and then the fireworks started. And the good news is we had a really great spot for the fireworks. The bad news is it was a cloudy night. So
like every other night for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, so you could see all the low things, but they shot ones that were really high. Those
were probably really nice.
Those got lost in the clouds. Anyway, what I have, I'll put a few pictures in.
You do have a great picture though of the boats on the water.
Yeah. That was good. That was.
I have to say though, that's like one of the things that makes me saddest when I think about like when we were growing up versus how it is now. Like it just used to be such an easy thing to go in there and find a place to sit down and not
and then
have
they
to
were
be
like
there hours
they were
in
like
advance.
funneling people, and to get, and then they closed. I know that for some of you this means nothing, but then they closed Storrow Drive.
But we live by traffic. So
yeah. So they closed Storrow Drive, so you couldn't even walk. It was closed, but they wouldn't allow you to walk on it. So you had to walk all the way down to Berkeley, cross Storrow Drive. I mean, it was just crazy. It was so stupid. And again, if you're an out-of-towner and you came, I feel your pain, because that was it. The way they managed people was just horrendous. But
and then
so I hope you all watched it on TV and enjoyed it.
And that isn't even talking about the tea.
No. Well, we didn't take the tea because I work at MIT, so I got to park in my garage, so that was good. And getting out wasn't that bad because we were far enough away.
That's good.
So yeah. Anyway,
that can be a crowd scene.
But
Well, you made it to the 5th.
Yeah, we made it to the 5th. Well, and then we got home, I don't know, probably about 11, and I got into bed by midnight and had to get up at 6:30, so I'm a little tired tonight. But
quickly,
yeah. But anyway, so I hope you all enjoyed your 4th.
Chester isn't afraid of fireworks and things like that.
No, there was somebody in our neighborhood yesterday that let off, they must have been M80s or something, because they were like really, really loud, and he was outside. And so Howie went to check on him, and he was under the porch, like in the corner. But he's not really bothered by,
usual
things
stuff.
like blocks away. But those were really loud. So thank God, because we had a little beagle named Daisy, and whoa, that poor little, I just felt so bad for her. She just was miserable, and there was no calming her down. We tried the thunder shirt, we tried melatonin, all of this stuff, and just the poor little baby just felt so bad for her. So Anyway, you want to talk about stitching?
I guess that's why we're here.
Okay.
Sure.
Would you like to throw out the first stitch?
I will.
Okay.
Because that'll be my only stitch for the evening. But I've got a lot on it. Mm-hmm. I have been moving along on my Prim Village.
Look at that.
I am on house number 9.
Do you have the picture?
Which is, yes. Yep, I'll show you. Okay. You hold this in for a minute.
Okay.
I'll show that, and then I'll bring out the picture.
In all its glory.
I've got, in process on this one, I have a little bit more, and I have most of this one to do.
And that's it, right?
Yes, I've done all the motifs.
Wow.
So they're all set.
Wow.
And
you even have some fabric on the bottom that you can cut off and maybe do a little something.
So there it is. And that fabric is 25 count Oatmeal Lugana from Holt's line.
Yeah. Look at that baby.
I am so excited to wrap this one up soon.
So you think you'll finish it before Stitch
I'm kind of thinking that it would be fun to bring it and have a finish. I didn't ring the bell at StitchCon, and I forgot that, but I think someone commented on, don't we get those little plastic clapper hands?
I still have mine. I got to remember to bring them.
Yeah, that was a really fun idea.
Yeah.
So I might do that, but I was saying to Jane, I'm kind of superstitious. Like, I feel like if I do get just about all of it done, I kind of think like, oh, I don't want to bring it to have something happen to it. So,
but you brought it to StitchCon. And nothing happened to it.
Yeah, that's true. Brought it to StitchCon. I brought it to Stitch North. I probably brought it to Celebrations, right?
And nothing happened to it.
You name it, it's been there. That's true. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how I'm feeling. Mainly, yes, these threads are awful. Mainly I'm just happy to. Mm-hmm. There's time for that afterwards, but I'm just have so many thoughts, of course, of what I'd like to move on to. So,
and what are you going to do with it once it's done? Framing?
I am going to frame it. Yeah. And then it may be a gift or maybe no. I'll see.
Okay. All right.
I don't have to decide that this week.
No.
Yeah.
No. We'll give you some time to finish
All right. How about you?
All right. So I have a lot of, this is kind of like a mini whip parade because I have a lot of whips. I don't have a lot of progress on any of them.
But it's an impressive looking stack you've got there. I'm glad you have a lot to talk about.
And the reason I have so many is because I've been participating in the Summer Stitches Challenge, which is a challenge by the Nap Time Stitcher. So if you...
Which I'm very jealous of everyone doing that. It looks like so much fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
So, you can find it on hashtag Summer Stitches Challenge. And like I said, it's the Nap Time Stitcher. So, and I have been able to do some double dipping with this and Boss Me. So anytime I can, that's what I'm doing.
A twofer.
Yeah. So I'm just going to run through what I've been doing.
And do these come out like once a week? Or does she do the whole thing? Is it posted
So this is
somewhere?
the whole thing. So it started June 26th and it goes through July 9th.
Okay. I was thinking it was every day in July.
No. So but every day it changes.
Nice.
And what I've been doing is changing every whip, like every
Right.
I haven't stitched on, even though I could.
Right.
I haven't stitched on the same thing. So the first one was School's Out, stitch something with letters or words. So I pulled out my Erica Michaels Ask, Seek, and Knock. And ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you. And this is actually also, let me pull that out. This is also was called for
Boss Me.
July Boss Me to stitch on it for 10 hours. So I haven't got 10, but I got a few.
Good.
And I'm working on the door. So there we go. There's a few stitches more in there.
Some progress there.
Yeah. All right. And can I give these to you?
You can.
Okay.
I'm not really doing much anything, so
All right.
feel free to pass these along.
So then the next thing was pool day. And this was Stitch Something with Water. And this is in my Studio 88 West Alaska bag.
That makes me feel cool just looking at that.
I gave her fabric and she made the bag for me. This is an Elsa Williams kit called Suncatchers.
You've had that for a long time.
I have, and I figured I'd better start doing it.
Yeah.
So, and then this is also on my Boss Meet board.
Wow.
And that was called in June to stitch for 10 hours.
And what's this fabric?
This is, don't tell me.
Wasn't a trick question.
This is, so the Erica Michaels is 32 count antique white linen. This is 28 count, this is Cashel, and it's called Vintage Blue Whisper. And this is a B-Stitch Me fabric.
Excuse me.
And let me just kind of show you. So I started in the middle, and that's almost have one of the turtles done.
Yeah. Looks great.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. You want me to put my bag over there so you can just drop them in the bag?
Yeah. One-stop shopping.
Yeah.
I don't break my arm.
Okay. The next one was sand castles. Stitch something with a house or a building. So I pulled out Samhain and Salem.
Oh.
And I can
hear Tracy get nervous.
Yes,
from here.
this is a sal that I'm doing with Tracy from OG Stitchery. And I have one of the houses done. I'm working on the second, and I've decided that I need this to be a focus piece because I'd really like to finish this.
Yeah.
So here I go, Tracy. So
she's up in the ante.
the middle house is done. Probably about half, not quite half, of the blue house is done. I've not started the yellow house, but I was thinking that before I finish the blue house, I might start the yellow one, just so that I can have a bunch to fill in.
Color.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
So that's that one.
All right. Don't take my job away from
Okay,
me.
sorry. I need to pick up my floss. Okay, there you go.
All right. What color that Chesapeake Bay?
So that is, actually that one I'm stitching on 36 count Highland by Picture This Plus. And that is on my Boss Me board, and it is to finish a house, but it hasn't been called yet. So
you're getting ahead even.
So I'm getting ahead. Yes.
Wow.
The next one is to catch fireflies, and this is stitch something with an insect or a jar. Well, I have very few things with insects. This is also a Studio 88 West bag, and I love this one. And so I decided that I would do Anzak.
Oh.
And Anzak is a long dog sampler. And I am doing it on 28 count Cashel linen in the color sand, because Chris told me that I have to do this on sand.
And you know I love this combination.
And I'm doing it with Weeks Dye Works, and it's Cognac. So I did start in the middle on this one too.
And I was right, wasn't I?
You were right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a big old cow there that I have to fill in. So I put a bunch of stitches into that one.
That's
and
a
I
good
just
color.
noticed, did you guys know that I finished Under the Sea?
You mean the show that we did a whole episode on a couple of weeks ago? But it bears repeating.
I just noticed that was in there. Someday I'm going to be looking for that.
I know. Wouldn't that be awful?
Yeah. So Anzak, and the reason I did Anzak is because
there's got to be an insect somewhere in there.
Yeah, so there's a spider. So I don't, like I said, I don't have very many charts with
I guess
insects.
Unless maybe if you do Halloween things.
Yeah, true.
Or, you know, one of your butterfly char last year.
Yeah, but
your
it's
temperature.
done.
Yeah, yeah. You thought we were going to do it there yet?
No, I still have to put the legend in.
Oh,
that reminds me, I
right.
still have to put the legend in. So,
okay.
So
nice.
Anzak is actually also on my Boss Me board to stitch 10 hours, but that hasn't been called yet. So I'm a little ahead on that one.
Wow, you're scaring me here.
And then the next was Block Party, stitch something with a border.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled out
another one I love.
Early Americans. You can hold that.
All right.
And I am on block number 3. So I have finished Betsy Ross, and I finished John Hancock, and then now I'm working on the third block. So, and that is Martha Washington. And this is
good.
These are fun to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you want to, I know you want to do this.
I do want to do that.
So you can have Betsy Ross and John Hancock if you want to start. You just say the word.
I'll think about that.
Okay. All right. Then on July 1st, it was take a hike. Stitch something with a tree or a plant. And I have a chart that I bought off of Etsy, and it's a Calvin and Hobbes chart. So I don't know where I got this. I know I got it off of Etsy, but even if I knew, I wouldn't give you the name because this chart is awful. It's just terrible, and I've basically been like recharting the whole thing myself. So,
too bad.
Yeah. But I did finish Hobbes.
Oh.
I'm going to backstitch them, but the stitching for this is done.
That's cute.
And then I need to work on Calvin, but again, I decided to go down, and I'll probably do the log first, just because it's a slog to try to figure it all out.
Oh.
So, but I really like that.
Pretty fabric too.
Yeah, and that is 28 count Jobelan Spring Morning by Color and Cotton. What else was I going to say about that? Oh, there's, so that's the chart, but I've also, charted some words to go underneath.
Oh, nice.
And it's, there's never enough time to do all the nothing that you want. So, and that is a quote from
Calvin
or one of them anyway. All right. So that is okay. And then July 2nd, bird watching. Stitch something with a bird.
Ooh,
and you'll remember this one.
Oh.
12 Days of Christmas.
Oh.
Remember these? We were going to stitch one block a month. And
what year do we make that silly promise?
So this is the chart, 12 Days of Christmas by Jim Shore. Actually, it's Mill Hill kit. But I love the colors on that.
That's the thing. I love yours. I love mine. But
yep. And this is a huge piece of fabric. And I know it's cream, and I'm pretty sure it's 32 count.
Looks like it
but
would be.
I can't swear to it. So, the partridge in a pear tree.
Very nice.
Is done. Can't really see, but
that.
there we go. Move it up a little. There we go. So the partridge is done, except for the beading, and I'll leave that till the end. And then started on the 2 turtle doves. And so I'm gonna keep going on that.
Now, isn't the rule with this that like you have to you have to be working on a patent that has what the call for is, but like if you happen to be on 5 gold rings and it was the bird, you could still do it. Because,
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing. Yeah. I mean this one happened. It was,
worked out.
2 turtle doves, but I didn't work on the bird.
Right. Right.
But I worked on that. But I'm
not going to report you.
I don't know what the rules are, but that's what I'm doing. So, and then the next was stay in the AC. Stitch something with snow or a cold theme. And this one is a cross-stitch Christmas book. 1982 by Coates and Clark. And I'm doing that little scene right there.
I was young when that came out.
And it's pretty small, 65 by 60.
Oh yeah, you can knock that one off.
Yeah, you'd think. But so I had this started, and I only had this beige done. So I did the green and some of the white.
That's a pretty little scene.
Yeah, I thought so. And so there you go. This one I should, get back to. And this is my bag from Nancy. I love this so much.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, and then yesterday was fireworks. Stitch something patriotic.
Appropriate.
So this is also on my Boss Me board, and this is Let Freedom Ring by Lila's Studio. And when we went to Hobby House, we saw it again, all done.
And we saw it at StitchCon too. Someone had that on the brag table.
That's right.
Yeah.
It keeps taunting me.
It is a beauty, but you're getting ever closer.
So yesterday I did a lot of, all I worked on was the 1/1. So this is what I have so far. And so yesterday I worked on the words here, and these are all, like I said, 1/1. So Independence Hall, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I think I had like the IA or something. And,
that looks terrific.
So
that is worth your pain, Jane, on that.
So for a long time there, I was working on it for half an hour a day.
Yeah.
And that's when I really made some pretty significant progress. So I think I got to start doing that again.
Yeah, because you're in spitting distance on that one.
There's a lot of stitching left though. And then, so this is on my Boss Me board too. And actually,
you've probably done that, haven't you?
Yeah, so it was called in March for 10 hours, and that I already did, but it was perfect for the Summer Stitches Challenge, so I used it. And then today's challenge is called Picnic. So stitch something with grass or food. I haven't done it yet, but I'll just show you what I plan on doing tonight. So let me find, actually we'll just do this. So it started out with a Sue Hillis design, and I have this, and it says, the more you weigh, the harder you are to kidnap. And actually, if you can hold that, and I will pull here so it looks a little better. There we go. So the next thing I want to do is I started doing a piece of pizza here, 1/1, but I think I'm actually going to take that out because I think it needs to be a little bit bigger because the cupcake is pretty big. And I kind of want to balance it, maybe put it over here or I don't know. But I did a lot of thinking about this today. And
that counts.
That's right. And I did a lot of sorting for, like I want to put a hot dog on there, but I have like 5 or 6 charts for hot dogs. And so I tried to decide which one I was going to use. And then let's see, what else have I got in here? So I have some Hershey's Kisses, and then I have, so this is my,
that's an impressive,
this is the list that
call
this is what I did during lunch today. I wrote down all of the different things that I might want to put on here.
That's a good idea. And
the size, so that I can kind of figure out. But you know, I have this from Tiny Modernist. I want to put that little pie. I have, you know, here's one of the hot dog possibilities. I kind of like these M&Ms.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't show you this, but I bought, let's see, who did I buy this? Stitchering X Stitch Supplies. I bought this on Etsy, and it's an Oreo.
That is really cute.
Yeah, with a bite taken out of it. That, I think, this is pretty big.
Yeah, that is kind of.
So I think I'm going to have to do that 1/1.
Yeah.
And then my friend Chris swore to me. I asked her if I could borrow one of her charts from Shannon Christine, and she swore to me that she did not have it. Well, here it is.
I was persistent in looking for it though. And I did tell Jane that I was just on the verge of saying, Jane, you are usually right. But I don't think I ever bought this.
And lo and behold,
there it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at how cute this is.
I see why I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of ice cream. There's an ice cream sundae. There's popsicles. I love this ice cream sandwich. So anyway, so I have that, and I want to do one of these. But see, now the trick is, so for Boss Me, I have on my board to do 2 motifs.
Ooh, so if you find
so
two
if I
small motifs.
So I've already done one. So the idea is maybe to do a small one.
Maybe you do those M&Ms.
Yeah, right. I know. So
that's good.
Anyway, yeah. So that's my plan for tonight, and then just to give you a little preview, we got stargazing, stitch on a dark fabric, so I'm going to do Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, good.
Stitch something with a heart or red or pink. This I'm going to do a Bluebird's Message, that one that I foolishly started working on. Luminous Fiber Arts.
Yeah.
And then Wildlife, stitch something with an animal. I'll probably do Noah's Ark. And then In the Garden, stitch something with a flower or a floral motif. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I don't know what I'm going to use for that yet, but I'm sure I have something. So,
I think you'll come up with something.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you double up in that bag, or did we?
Oh, so we can put all this, because these are all the charts and everything,
Okay.
so we can put that together later.
All right, good job. Woo.
Yeah, so
I gotta be sure that I don't get too wrapped up in anything. One big thing next July, so I can do this.
FFOs?
No.
Finishes?
No.
No. Well, I had one FFO. I forgot to bring it.
Oh.
I'll put a picture in.
Okay.
It's going to be my small for Stitch, New Jersey.
Oh, okay. I was going to say bring it next time, but it'll be gone.
It'll be gone.
Yeah.
All right, haul?
No.
I don't have any haul, but I have one thing that I would like to ask all of you. This is a chart by Amaryllis Artworks, and it's called Valley Sheep. I'll just show it to you. I think it's really cute. I probably wouldn't do the one with the alphabet, but maybe this one. So let me just read this to you. The mountain sheep are sweeter, but the valley sheep are fatter. We therefore deemed it meeter to carry off the latter. So I don't know. It says we therefore deemed it meeter. MEETER. I have no idea what that means and so I actually I sent a message to Pam Schaffner, Just Keep Stitching, because she's a
kind of a wordsmith.
Yeah, English aficionado.
Yeah,
and so she doesn't, and she said that she'd never heard of it either. So I'm putting this out to all of our viewers. If you know what the word meter means, where it comes from, or why it's used or how it's used this way.
Well, I admit,
okay,
you forced me to go to Merriam-Webster.
Yes,
but I think we need Pam to weigh in on this, because it's not given anything that's it's talking more about in the meeting sense, as in joining or coming face to face or getting together.
Yeah. So again, the mountain sheep are sweeter, but the valley sheep are fatter. We therefore deemed it meeter to carry off the latter. So if anybody knows,
I wonder if someone was taking a little poetic license.
Yeah, and I was thinking maybe I'll just change that word, but it has to be something that rhymes with sweeter.
Kind of fun though.
It
gets your attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, I really think the chart is cute. It's pretty old fashioned, but 1994 is the chart, but I like it. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to show my stitchy kindness then.
Oh yeah.
Thanks to my good friend Jane, we were at StitchCon, and this Erica Michaels piece, Spirit of Christmas, wasn't. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Wasn't one that I probably had ever paid a whole lot of attention to. And, we both have raved about all the finished pieces at Keepsakes. It's just incredible. Mm-hmm. But this one really caught our eye. It was, again, this doesn't really do it justice, but we saw it on yellow, gold, opalescent, I'm going to say Lugana, I don't really know, by Seraphim there. And we just loved it. And I was going to get it. Yeah. And luckily, Jane quickly searched her inventory and said, I have it. So
that app comes in handy.
Yeah. I am hoping to pick up a similar piece of fabric, because at least on their website, Seraphim didn't have that. And anyway, maybe come home from Stitch, New Jersey with that, and
start it.
Start working on them.
Good.
Yeah. So thank you.
You can always do it on the 40 count silk gauze that's in there.
I did notice that it called for 40 count silk gauze. And Jane kindly said, "Oh, it might be in the kit and you can have it." Well, it's in the kit and it's about this big.
About that big.
It's 124 by 140. And I think for now I'll save my eyesight and see if I can get that other one.
I might do it.
All right. You go right ahead. I'll love seeing you finish. I won't be able to watch you stitch it or I'll get a migraine. But I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
speaking of,
yes, we have a trip planned.
Yes, we are going to Stitch, New Jersey.
Yeah.
We're leaving a week from today.
Tomorrow, right? Thursday?
What's today? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
I thought we were leaving Wednesday.
Oh, I thought we were Thursday. We'll talk about that one.
Yeah. We're going to get there anyway.
Yeah, we'll straighten this out.
Okay. Maybe I just took Wednesday off because I wanted to.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Anyway, yes, so...
I can be packed a day earlier.
So we're going to Stitch, New Jersey. We went last year for the first time. It was very fun, so we're very happy to be going back.
Yes.
What are your plans for stitching? What are you going to be bringing?
Well, I'm going to basically be bringing the other things that I brought to StitchCon.
Okay.
I'm on Prairie Santa, 1992, number 3. So that actually could be a New Jersey finish, I think, if I work on that there. So I've got that, and I've got, I think it's called Assorted Sorts. It takes all sorts by circles.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
Love that one. Haven't done too much on that yet. So I'm going to bring that, and I have that older Mara Blackburn sampler with the house.
Oh, yeah.
And, I'm going to stick to those 3.
Some block stitching?
Yeah, I think I'll be okay with that. Santa goes pretty well, and sorted sorts are sort of individual pieces, so I think that would be okay.
Yep.
And admittedly, I haven't picked up that house in a long time, but I think that'll be doable.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to bring, definitely bringing Samhain and Salem, and then I'm probably going to see what I can get done on Halloween This Way by the Primitive Hair.
Yeah, you have some good blocks on that, right? Yeah.
So I need to stitch a little more before I can get to actually stitching like just blocks.
Okay.
But even if
you can get there.
Yeah. I mean, even if I don't get there, I think it'll still be okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that hard to take that much concentration. Right. So I'll probably bring that.
And we are assembling some more of our giveaways this evening.
We are.
Our tubes of needle and beads and buttons, and there'll be a special item in one of them.
Yep.
One lucky winner.
Yeah.
And we're putting together a basket for the raffle table. Arlene has a raffle with the proceeds going to a local animal shelter, and she's really raised a lot of money on that over the years.
Yeah.
So we're happy to do that. We're going to do a Boston, New England themed basket.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready for the game, left, right, center.
Oh, yeah.
Bring our flosses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you've never played...
All in that.
Yeah, if you've never played, it's... you roll dice and you either get left, right, or center. And so we're going to play with floss. If it's left, you pass one to the person on your left, or the right, or the center. And then whoever is left with any floss, then they get the whole pot.
Oh. That would be wonderful.
And the cost of DMC these days.
I know. And then there's the high stakes table.
Oh yeah, there'll be high stakes table too.
That would be
for fancy
one for
floss.
the fancy floss, and then another one for silk. I'm not in on that one.
No, I don't have any. Well, I do have some silk, but it's only like a couple of skeins that I've gotten here and there. But yeah,
that'll be fun.
So how you doing on Boss Me?
Oh, geez, I don't have it with me. I am actually quite behind on Boss Me. But, Boss Me's the one that gave me this impetus to pull out Prim Village and go to town on that. But, I know I've missed at least one from April, May, June. Mm-hmm. Maybe even March. So too. I am pretty behind on that. Yeah. But, hope springs eternal. And this month, I have one that I can definitely do. It says work 5 days on a gift.
Okay.
So I'm going to get that either way. Mm-hmm. But the other one is A Good Marriage. It's an imaginating chart by of a Mary Engelbright. And, it's one of those things I loved. But, that is such a slog to work on. It's 18 count black fabric, and it's got a lot of partial stitches and back stitch. And you got to be in the mood. I know I started on that because I thought, when it's black, it's going to be harder to see if I do, linen or some even weave. Yep. So I did that, and then I should have thought that one through. I should have looked at all those partial stitches. So that's slow going. Yeah,
you got to be in the mood for that. So
we'll see if that happens.
Well, I got to do another motif. So I said, I got to do that.
You're a shoo-in on that.
I got to stitch on Little Drummer Boy, which is on the summer stitches, but I got to do 10 hours on it. So that'll be, that'll take me a little while.
Yeah. I love seeing that though.
June was Suncatchers, so the turtles.
Oh yeah.
10 hours on that, so I did some.
Okay.
And then, what was my other June one? Calvin and Hobbes. 10 hours on that. So I did some on that. And then July is Ask, Seek, Knock. Oh. So 10 hours on that.
Yeah.
And then my other July one was 12 Days of Christmas. 10 hours on that. So all of them I've done, except for Little Drummer Boy, all of them I've done, 2, 3, 4 hours. So I still have to do a bunch more hours, but that's okay.
You're well on your way.
That's okay. Yeah. We're going to be at a retreat, so
that's right.
I'll get a lot done. Right?
I'll give you an update on that. We'll see how that goes.
So I think that's it.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you in a couple of weeks, and we'll give you the report on the retreat. And until then, happy stitching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.